Yesterday coming through here we had a lot of trouble getting in with the tree on the right and then this tree on the left, so a bit of rock stacking today, but we seem to have a bit of a better angle today on getting through. So at 5 Mile Creek and we're just going to go for a bit of a swim.
The water's really nice and clear down here and there's plenty of fish around, and we've just shot around the corner from Butterfly Valley. Yeah. So we'll have a swim and get going on our way to Cairns. We just arrived at the Boulders at Babinda. We're going to stop in and have a quick look on our way to Cairns and see what we can find.
It's actually really beautiful around here. I'll turn the camera around and show you guys.
One of the lookouts.
Yeah.
We're going to go look at the next one as well. We'll give you a bit of a look. We've just come back to Sunland Caravan Park in Cairns. We realised we had a bit of a problem with the suspension and one of the components is cracked. So we've done a trip down to Bunnings and we have bought ourselves a mini stick welder, a grinder and a few pieces of steel, and we're going to fix it before we head up to the Cape and get it sorted. Old mate here was kind enough to let us back in and give us a powered site for nothing until we get it all fixed, which is nice of him. We'll give him a few beers for that and we'll keep it going. So we have just left Sunland Leisure Caravan Park at Cairns. We're going to stop in there for the night and do a bit of charging, have a nice shower in the real bathroom, and I've today repaired the trailer because we had a cracked weld. They were nice enough to let us use their power after we got a quote for $700 to fix it from an engineering shop in town, and so I ended up buying a welder and a grinder and all the tools I needed from Bunnings and used their power free of charge. They're very nice for letting us do that, and we're now heading north to Palm Cove, which is about 20 minutes north of Cairns, and we're going to stop in there for the night and I'm going to do some fishing this afternoon. We'll get some footage of that. Jasmine wanted to say something, but I just haven't let her.
No, I just wanted to say that the caravan park that we stayed in last night, I was just going to mention that it was clean and tidy, $35 for the night, powered site, and that's water as well, so pretty cheap. Standard caravan park, nothing fancy.
So we're down at, I think it's called Ellis Beach. I don't know. Ellis Beach. And I was wondering, I was just walking behind Sean, trying to work out why he kept looking back at me real funny, and I'm like, what? To find out that there was this guy walking down the beach completely naked. I think we're at a nudist beach.
Yeah, we're at a nudist beach.
We are, because there's more naked people ahead. Ah!
I think I'm done. I don't think I'm going any further.
Ellis Beach Bar and Grill for dinner, so we'll let you know how it goes.
Creb Track. The weather doesn't look like it is the best for the track, as this track can become very slippery during and after rain, obviously. We're just going to poke in there and have a look and see what it looks like, and hopefully we make it from Daintree to Cooktown without any issues. Because we're towing, it might be a little bit risky, but that's fine. We'll go for it.
We'll take the risk.
Yeah, the caravan park wasn't too bad. Nice quiet little spot at the boat ramp.
Nice green grass.
And yeah, the showers and everything were really nice.
Really clean.
Everything was really nice there. We had bandicoots running around the campground last night. They're a little bit game. They'll rip into your bin while you're watching them.
Stand up on your chairs while you're sitting in them.
Yeah, but they're friendly. Just obviously don't feed them and that, because they'll become a bit more crazy. But yeah, it was a good experience. And so yeah, we're going to keep heading north today, and we're back off road.
And we were talking about where it all started, so I thought we'd jump on and let you guys know where it started. So how many years ago would it be now?
Probably 5.
5 years ago we did our first proper camping trip. We went to Coffs Harbour, so we packed the car, didn't know where we were going at this point, and we went to BCF to grab some last little bits and pieces. And Sean walked out with this 4-wheel drive adventure book. So we flipped through the book, and that's where we found that we were going to do our Coffs Harbour trip, and off we went. You know, I was sitting there saying how I still brag about that trip today because it was so amazing. Like,
very off-grid.
Yeah, it was.
At that time we were travelling in a patrol, but it was a single cab ute, decked out mostly for off-road driving, not on-road. And yeah, we set out with the aim to get as far away as possible on the most remote tracks of the area and the roughest tracks of the area, just to see what Coffs Harbour had to offer. And if anybody knows the area, they would probably know that it has some of the best four-wheel driving, or if not the best four-wheel driving on the east coast of Australia. And yeah, we were just looking back at that trip and how we're using this book again, and we were talking about the Cape York trip we envisaged, and now we're looking at it and thinking, what is the Creb Track? How did we end up here? And this is simply because of this book. I would always flick through it trying to plan what this trip looks like, and it always started right here. You don't need to take the Creb Track to get to Cape York. You can take the highway if you want. You can go the Bloomfield track, but this is off-road and this is what we do, and probably wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, it was like that was our moment for us, that we realised that this is what we love to do. And yeah, so we decided that one day we were going to do the Cape, and we look now and we're here. So
The original plan was never with a caravan, but somehow that got built, and I think the whole intention with the van was for it to follow the car wherever the car can go. As long as the van fits through the space, we'll take it there. That's kind of the goal. And this track, a lot of people on the way in did warn us, websites warned us, the council warned us, this book also warned us that it is not suitable for trailers. Some have done it, a lot might do it, a lot have told us not to do it, especially if there's wet track conditions. We will see what comes of it. I'm not worried about the capability of the car, and I'm definitely keen to test the capability of the trailer through here. And this is a really good shakedown before we enter the actual Cape York Peninsula. So I might even throw some videos and pictures up of the actual car that we're towing with, so everyone can see what we're talking about. And obviously there's videos with the trailer.
So we've just stopped at Yindilly campground. You have to speak to an elder to actually stay here, so it does cost $20. You speak to the elder. I don't think we got his name, did we?
No, but he gives you permission to stay here, and we also obtain permission from the local people to go and have a look at Jourama Falls, which we'll go in there tomorrow and get some footage. It's a very spiritual place for their people, and there's areas where only females are allowed to go. So we'll get some footage there, and Jazz can go obtain the footage that I can't get. And we're going to have a good look around on his property and go for a bit of a walk down the creek, and we might get some footage down there. But first we have to have a beer and cool down, because we have just exited the worst part of the Creb Track, heading north towards Cooktown. So the trailer is all in one piece, it's all still alive except for bending one stabiliser, but we can fix that as we go.
Hope you enjoyed watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more.